Don't see others as doing better than you. Beat your own records every day and you will surely find success. Remember, success is a fight between you and yourself. With this thought, let's start our today's class. Students, today I'm starting with a new topic, figures of speech. But before that, we'll do two exercises related to articles. Here we have choose the correct form. Two sentences are given there. We have to choose the correct sentence there. The Himalayas are covered with snow, or Himalayas are covered with snow. So Himalayas, a mountain range. Before that, we'll write the. So your correct answer is the Himalayas are covered with snow. Second sentence. Mahi was the best player of the tournament, or Mahi was best player of the tournament. Before best, as it is superlative degree, we'll use article the. So your correct answer is the first one. Mahi was the best player of the tournament. Third sentence. He is the Shah Rukh Khan of Hollywood, or he is Shah Rukh Khan of Hollywood. So we are giving special importance to this personality, Shah Rukh Khan. So we are writing, he is the Shah Rukh Khan of Hollywood. This is the right answer. Fourth one. The water in the tank is very hot, or water in the tank is very hot. So here we are taking water, and that is the specific one, that particular one which is in the tank. So this first sentence is right. The water in the tank is very hot. Fifth one. Asia is the largest continent, or the Asia is largest continent. Before the names of continents, we don't use articles. So your correct answer is Asia is the largest continent. Next sentence. I have a new friend called the Shyam, or I have a new friend called Shyam. Now Shyam is proper noun, and before proper nouns we don't use any article. So your correct sentence is I have a new friend called Shyam. Seventh sentence. Beauty of Cleopatra is well known, or the beauty of Cleopatra is well known. It's an abstract noun, but we are talking to the particular one, that is beauty of Cleopatra. We are taking it in a particular sense, not in general sense. That's why before beauty, we'll write article the. So your answer is the beauty of Cleopatra is well known. Sentence 8. Platinum is a rare metal, or the platinum is a rare metal. So here material noun platinum is given there. Before material nouns we don't use article. So your correct sentence is platinum is a rare metal. Now next exercise here, you have to fill in articles and you have to put cross where it is not required. Isaac Newton was a famous scientist. He was born in England. So before England, cross. In 1643. Before 1643, also no article. Isaac's father passed away 2 months before he was born. So before 2 months, no article. He did not have a happy childhood. He was not very attentive. So before very, no article. In studies, while he was at school. The school reports, we are talking about school reports, so we are using the there. Described him as idle and inattentive. So he was taken out of school to look after the estate that his mother owned. Soon it was proven that he was no good at looking after the property. It is because of the active interest of his uncle that he was sent again to school. So here before school, no article. This time he did well in his studies. No article before his studies. The headmaster of the school, so here it's a particular school here, Mr. Stokes, took dash interest in young Newton. Took interest in young Newton. Though nothing is known about his preparation for university, we can guess that as an able teacher, Mr. Stokes must have prepared his pupil with a good grounding to enter university. So these were the exercises related to articles, and that was just for your practice. Now starting with figures of speech. Figures of speech means literally devices which we use in writing, especially in poems, in prose also, but especially in poems. A figure of speech is a form of expression used to convey a meaning or heighten effect, to give a special effect to that writing. Instead of writing in normal way or ordinary way, we use this figure of speech. So it's like giving a special effect. It is a way of describing things not in the ordinary way or speech, but in a new and remarkable manner. Writing that thing in completely different style, in a remarkable style, that there we use figures of speech. It is done to produce a greater, more pleasant and distinctive effect. So, figure of a speech is a word or phrase that possesses a separate meaning from its literal definition. So they are the words which we are using to show a certain figure of speech. And the meaning which is given in the dictionary is different, and how we have used those words in a sentence and the meaning there in that particular sentence is different from that. Now you have figure of speech can be classified into 6 groups. So many are given there. I'm not taking all these. I'm taking only 6 main ones. So just for an introduction, we'll read that. You should know these are figures of speech. Those based on resemblance, such as simile, metaphor, personification, and apostrophe. Those based on contrast, such as antithesis and epigram. Those based on association, such as metonymy and synecdoche. Those based on construction, such as climax and anticlimax. Those based on indirect expression, such as euphemism and irony. Those based on sound, such as alliteration and onomatopoeia. So these are figures of speech. And first, I'm starting with simile. That is based on resemblance. A simile means comparison. It compares two unlike or different things that is introduced by words such as like, as, also. It is a definite statement of likeness between two different persons, objects, or events. So when you are comparing two things using these words like, as, or so, there it is simile. Which figure of speech is there? That is simile. When we show likeness, resemblance between two different things, should not be same thing, but two different persons or different objects, there we use simile. And remember, these words should be there, like, as, so. Study the following example. Now, one example given there. King Porus was as brave as a lion. So we are comparing King Porus with a lion, and we are using word as. So that means the bravery of King Porus is like a lion. So here we are using simile. This is simile. We are talking or comparing or resembling the courage of Porus, that of a lion. Some more examples here. He came like the wind and went like the whirlwind. So we are comparing he with the wind or the whirlwind and using this word like. So this is simile. Why man, he doth bestride the narrow world like a colosseum, and we pity men walk under his legs. So here, world like a colossus. So here we are comparing this world with this word and using like. So this is simile. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. So here, eyes compared to a cloud. And we are using this word as. So this is simile. Some more examples given here. As blind as a bat, as thick as thieves, as deaf as a lamppost. Here using like, walks like an old man, sings like a lark. So these are similes. And remember, we don't use, it's written here, comparison of two things of the same kind is not a simile. You have to use things of different kind. Next is metaphor. It's Same like simile, comparison there, but one difference there. Let's see what is that. A metaphor is an implied simile. We do not use words such as like or as we do in a simile. In simile, we use these words like or as, but in metaphor, we are comparing the things, showing the resemblance, but we don't use these two words like or as. In a metaphor, a word or phrase literally denoting one kind of object or idea is used in place of another to suggest a likeness. Now, I'll explain with this example. When we say King Porus was a lion in the battle, we use a metaphor. In simile, the sentence was King Porus was as brave as a lion. So as was there, so that was a simile. In this sentence, King Porus was a lion in the battle. Meaning is same. We are comparing King Porus with a lion. But here we are not using that word like or as. So this is a metaphor. First one, another example. The camel is the ship of the desert. We are showing the resemblance, likeness between a camel and the ship. And here we are not using this word like or as. So here this is metaphor. Next one, fame is the spur that clear spirit doth raise to scorn delights and live laborious days. Fame is a spur. We are comparing this with this word and we are not using like or as. So this is metaphor. Some more examples here in the end. Hope is the opium of the poor, showing the resemblance, likeness between hope of the poor and the opium, and no use of like or as. So this is metaphor. I hope you have understood difference between simile and metaphor. One note is given here. A metaphor should not be mixed. It means that an object should not be identified with two or more different things in the same sentence. In the same sentence, if you are using metaphor, you have to use one thing only. You cannot use two or more different things there to compare. Okay? Now, third one, personification. Clear by the name, when we treat things as person, that is personification. Let's see the definition here. In personification, inanimate things or abstract ideas are represented as persons or as having human qualities or by a human form. So we treat things or ideas or abstract ideas as a person. There it is known as personification. Now example, age thou art shamed. In this sentence from Julius Caesar, this sentence is taken from Julius Caesar. Cassius, one character there, addresses time as a living person. So Cassius is saying this sentence and addressing this age or time and treating it as a living person. So here it is personification. Age is personified here. Another example, it took the whole of creation to produce my foot, my each feather. Now I hold creation in my foot. So creation is being treated as a person. So this is personification. Another example, the moon came sweeping and scorning. So sweeping, this is the work of human beings. And moon has been treated as a person here in this sentence. So this is personification. Moon has been personified. Okay, there are some more examples. You read it on your own. I'm moving on. This next one, apostrophe. Now, apostrophe is also like personification, like simile and metaphor. Same way, apostrophe and personification, but one difference there. Now, what is that? An apostrophe is a special form of personification. An apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, which is not there, or to a personified idea or object. Example here, O death, where is thy sting? Thy is your. The poet is talking to death. So in this sentence, death is treated as a person or death is addressed as a person. So which figure of speech here in this sentence? This is apostrophe. Another example, O wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? So wind here, to the absent one, has been treated as a person. So this is apostrophe. O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Thou means you. This line has been taken from Julius Caesar, and this line spoken after the death of Julius Caesar. That dead body was lying there. And what's the sentence used? O mighty Caesar. So talking or addressing to that dead one. So this is apostrophe. I hope you have understood the difference between apostrophe and personification. Another example here. My country, in thy day of glory past, a beauteous halo circled round thy brow. So country, we are taking it as a person, addressing country as a person here. So this is apostrophe, right? Now, next one, based on contrast, taking hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggerated statement. It makes things either greater or less than they really are. It is not related to the normal things, but more than the normal or less than the normal. It represents things as larger, better, or worse. It shows enlarged form beyond proportions or normal proportions. So that is hyperbole. I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove. I sat reclined. He's sitting in the grove and there he heard this 1,000 blended notes. So this is more than the proportion or normal thing. So this is exaggeration. I came upon a host of daffodils, 10,000 were they. So this is also more than the normal idea. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Little bit of perfume is sufficient for this little hand, isn't it? That is the normal thing. But here it is an exaggeration given all the perfumes. So this, or in this sentence, the figure of a speech which is used is hyperbole. When we are talking of the things not in the normal way, but more than that normal or less than that normal proportions. So that is exaggeration, and the figure of a speech is known as hyperbole. Now next one, oxymoron. An oxymoron is a term applied to a phrase which appears to be contradictory. Example, bittersweet. We use two opposite words in that sentence. And it's not like that we are using it at once. Something there before that and after that, and then we use this word. So here, bittersweet, two opposite words used in a sentence. This shows that oxymoron is there. In that line, the figure of a speech which we use, that is known as oxymoron. See this example, the wisest fool in Christendom. So two opposite words, wisest and fool. This is oxymoron. His honor in dishonor stood. Honor and dishonor, oxymoron. And faith, unfaithful, kept him falsely true. Faith and unfaithful, two opposite things. This is oxymoron. Another, falsely true. Again, two opposite words. So this is oxymoron again. Next one. A few small fragments of those wrecks sublime, which human eyes may never more behold. Few those wrecks, that is, parts of the damaged ship or the building or the vehicle, and sublime of excellence, related to excellence or beauty. So two opposite things. This is the destructed part and this is related to beauty. So this is oxymoron. Okay, I hope you have understood these 6 figures of speech. Now after this, I have one exercise related to these only, so that you can understand all these things, these figures of speech properly. Let's start with this. First one. The night is as dark as black stone. So night we are comparing or showing a resemblance with the black stone. And we are using the word as. So this is simile. Just think of the answer and check whether you are right or wrong. The camel is the ship of the desert. We are comparing this thing and this, and we are not using word like or as. So this is metaphor. Oh, death, where is your sting? It was given in the above examples. Talking or addressing death as a person. This is apostrophe. David is as noble as his father. So comparing David with his father, likeness between David and his father, using words as. So this is simile. Next one. Experience is the best teacher. So we are taking experience as a person. So this is personification. Not to speak about crane, even I can pick up the 1,000 kilos weight by my one hand. So this is not possible to carry 1,000 kilos by a person. And he's writing by my one hand. So this is an exaggeration of his strength. So this is hyperbole. Life is bittersweet. Two opposite words we are using here, bitter and sweet. So this is oxymoron. The trees are our friends who protect us. So we are taking trees as friends. So we are treating them as persons. So this is personification. The blanket is as white as snow. So here, blanket with the snow, or the color of the blanket with the snow, color of the snow, and using the words as. So this is simile. We are alone together. When you're together, how can you be alone? So two opposite things there, alone, together. So this is oxymoron, showing contradiction here. She is a cuckoo. That means she is like a cuckoo. But we are not using this word like here. So it is metaphor. This is an open secret. Secret means which you hide, that hidden thing. And with this word, you have this opposite word, open, contradict word. So here, which figure of a speech you have? This is oxymoron. The sun is playing hide and seek with the clouds. So we are treating sun as a person and clouds also as person. And they are playing with each other. So this is personification. Soldiers were lion in the fight. So they fought like lion. And we are not using like here. And we are comparing soldiers with lion. So this is metaphor. This watch must have cost millions of dollars. Watch is there, and cost of watch cannot be millions of dollars. So this is more than normal. So exaggeration is given there. So which figure of speech is used here? That is hyperbole. This last sentence, soldiers fought like a lion. See this sentence also, soldiers were lion in the fight. Meaning is same. But here, which figure of speech you have? Soldiers were lion in the fight, metaphor. And in this last sentence, like is given there. So figure of speech used here is simile. Okay. I hope now you have understood all these figures of speech. That's all for today. See you next time.